Coach K was the main one who told Jay Prince Sr. like, hey, you need to be cool because even though we ain't rocking with Offset like that, we still got love for Offset and his family because we watched them boys grow up. At the end of the day, we can all look at the fact they didn't show no remorse when they did what they did to Takeoff. It's no talking. It's up, it's stuck. At the end of the day, I know for a fact that Quality Control, they looking at everybody who outside of their label. Anybody who in mob ties who has something to do with Takeoff getting sent up, they on a bumper. Like at the end of the day, we know for a fact the feds ain't taking this too lightly because you can't get mad when a person retaliate when you the one who threw the rock and hit your hand. Hey, if you rocking with Takeoff, I want you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. They ain't show no sympathy when Jay Prince Jr. walked over Takeoff and went in there and told old girl, come on in here. Like real talk, like at the end of the day, don't try to act like y'all care so much by speaking out and basically trying to squash everything that's going on. No. Keep it the way it is. Match that same energy that y'all gave. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that mob ties, it was too many people there who knew what was going on and literally sat there and watched everything transpire the way that it did when everything could have easily been avoided, or somebody could have spoke out and been like, hey man, you know what? Let's just go back in the bowling alley, man. This ain't even where it's at. This ain't even the type of energy we bringing. Y'all supposed to show a person courtesy. That's why Sauce Walker spoke out and said, why didn't y'all basically treat them and have them feeling good when they came to y'all city? Takeoff know for a fact that if Offset was with them, Offset would have saw everything that was going on. He would have saw the play that was in motion before it even happened. Perhaps, do you guys really think that if Takeoff would have stayed in the studio or stayed back with QCP, that he would have never got sent up or got do you think this would have happened like that? Do you think Migo Bands would have reacted the way that he reacted? Because in all actual reality, we know for a fact Migo Bands was only protecting Takeoff. If y'all think that he was protecting Takeoff when he upped the move before they even threw a punch or anything, I want y'all to let me know. Hit the like button. I want y'all to really pay attention to the way Jay Prince Sr. even jumped up and basically came at Sauce Walker and told him like, you ain't have to show up like this, man. I told you I was gonna talk to you behind closed doors. So I wanna let y'all know everybody that's involved in this, like people playing their part. And Migo Bands, he looking at Quavo like, man, it's all because of you. You was the main one who had to open your mouth as soon as we left out the bowling alley. This all could have easily been avoided. Jay Prince Sr., he's very damaged and devastated by the allegations that his son, Junior, walked over Takeoff. Like, I want to let everybody know one thing, and from the article, from all of the statements that was put out in this Rico case, Jay Prince Sr. say, you know, one of the biggest lies that was told, he walked by Takeoff body wide as if he was laying there heartless and didn't care. At the end of the day, you guys, I want y'all to really be mindful of this because Jay Prince Sr., he said on Gavin the Business podcast, he said, in reality, Junior, my cousin Michael, that's here with me, they was there with Takeoff from the beginning to the end. I know, at the end of the day, we know Quavo was there from the beginning to the end. And Quavo was the one who basically initiated everything from what the video's showing. Now, we can't act like we ain't see that video. Get sent up. At the end of the day, a lot of people been sitting there saying, like, these people caused this upon themselves. They in their face, but apply no pressure. You see what I'm saying? This make me really think that Offset should have just went in on them. Like, at the end of the day, you don't talk about nobody's family like that. You don't even sit there and you can't go out there and put your neck out there for nobody who ain't your family. Like, at the end of the day, you can't speak upon. Offset walked in there 3 deep. You can't get mad at him for going to check up on the status of everything that happened with his nephew. Respectfully, he walked up in there under a certain criteria to the point where he was only 3 deep. There's no way they should have even called security. And Jay Prince Jr., his little cousin, he was the main one who ran at the back. All Offset wanted was the footage and to basically let them know, G-check them about, don't come to his girl, don't ever sidestep and come to nobody girl and question they girl about no business that y'all got going on behind closed doors. It's a lot of people out here don't really understand the fact that life too short. You gotta open your eyes to the fact that Takeoff got sent up at his untimely demise. RIP Takeoff, man, because Quavo sitting there looking at the fact like, I rock with mob ties harder than I rock with my own family. The manager at Billers and Bowls didn't even want to let him in. Like,
for real, all that this stuff is real deep, bro. And now, okay, everybody want to be the man, right? But when everything hit the fan, though, bro, when it comes down to all that, watch what everybody gonna do, bro.
They gonna duck their tail.
Huh?
They gonna real life fall back and they gonna try to clean up and cover up everything that went on at the bowling alley and everybody saw the video. Do we have to remind them again that Lil Cam ran up behind Takeoff and Lil Cam was with the security that's supposed to have been protecting Takeoff?
Yeah, it's obvious, bro, that was on y'all watch, bro. That's just like if I'm from Illinois, I'm from Chicago, okay, and vice versa. You came down on my time, and I'm supposed to pay for your security, and my entourage gonna handle everything. And then if something happened to you, and you come down on my time, and I'm supposed to have your back, bro, how this gonna make? When everything hit the fan, how this gonna make everything look, bro? And it's just I duke the jewel and everything, man. For real, bro, it's real serious, bro. I want to see my comments though, bro.
Yeah, because it's real live. It's heating up for Houston. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that this a revolving door, man. And I know for a fact that people sitting back looking at it like, why would Mike Prince start really like exposing what's going on in the case? That's why Offset spoke out. Offset only said something because they did 5 interviews. And people can really look at that and be like, hold on, why'd y'all study doing interviews basically saying how like Takeoff family feel when really they ain't even talk to the family? Offset exposed it.
It's crazy, man. You hear me, bro? Cause like I say now and then, you know, when it first hit the fan, I'm just saying like how they were saying with Houston, how they were saying with the police force and a lot of, because they family got a lot of ties with that. So that's
they say anything. As y'all speaking on a man who ain't no kin to y'all, and then they said Offset ain't been around them all his life. Come on now, man. Be real logical about this, man. Be for real about this. Because if you really pay attention to it, we know for a fact that the fans labeling mob ties as a game. Like, we know this, man. And they realize looking at it like them boys gonna catch a Rico. You see what happened to Thug. You see what happened to everybody who thought it was sweet, especially after some other past interviews declined. They declined any interview for mob ties. So I want to let y'all know, man, the receipts is here, man. If you want to come on the panel, come on the panel. Let me know how you feel. He had 4 interviews, that's too much. And just like you said, Corey Parker, Gillian Wallow, hey, that was you know what type of contract that was at the end of the day. That little bingo. Hey, you right. I just don't understand. I can't seem to figure out like why is it montage study coming up at everything that go on. Like, real talk. We know for a fact that Offset been dealing with a lot of this stuff for the past few days, man. Don't nobody want to have to wake up and go through that every single day. Jay Prince Jr. regret even doing the interview on Gilly the Kid show, man. And the fact is, don't nobody think that Lil Cam gon' real life do no real time for that, man. The only reason why the feds is thinking about questioning Gilly and Wallow is for one reason. They exposed too much. He could have instantly told them to disclose less information as possible. But did Jay Prince expose Mob Ties motive and Takeoff open Rico case? Yes, he did. Like at the end of the day, say salute to the art of war. Hey, I want to let y'all know one thing that I sit back and really realize. I realized the fact that they ain't letting up on that man, because even though Migos Vance ain't spoke out right away, even though Takeoff sat back and said, you know what, they did that to my people, but we gonna realize, we gonna get out and get back regardless of what's going on. They not John Gotti, they ain't the mob. For some reason, Jay Prince think they the mob. Like, people need to pay attention to what's going on, man, because that ain't nothing but a target on your back, man, at the end of the day. Said they ain't asked no real question. They didn't ask no real question. Everything was steered towards a certain narrative. I want y'all to really look at that, because everything that we know about this case, the evidence points right to everybody who was there, who was a part of Mob Ties, because they were supposed to be his security. Am I right or am I wrong? You can't hide this. You can't make this up. And I know I do a lot of capping, but in all actual reality, man, they told on themselves. Like, everything that was told, it came straight from the horse's mouth. How you think Takeoff's sister feel about this, man? How you think Offset and his baby mama Cardi B feel about this, man? They the ones who gotta sit back and mourn for this man. At the end of the day, folks, like, we know for a fact that people need to realize, fall back and stop really putting themselves out there, putting their life in jeopardy. You can't be going to these different states thinking people gonna protect you that you don't know. You cannot be going to, it say the feds are already on them Mob Ties rap a lot. They've been on them for the longest. For one reason. They've been putting in a lot of work, and a lot of bodies been realized. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hey man, breaking news. Hey, I want to let y'all know, Sauce Walker, he spoke to Jay Prince Sr. He spoke about Sauce Walker. He already stated that he down with everything that's going on, as far as he knows everybody who's involved and what happened with Takeoff. Offset, he pulled up. He had a few words to say. He really didn't want to say much because Jay Prince Sr., he didn't want to squash the beef. He wanted to keep talking around, basically getting down to the bottom of everything that went on. So I want to let everybody know that the walls closing in on them. The plot for them to take out Takeoff, it kind of backfired once he opened his mouth. Like everybody always say, if you from the streets, you don't talk about the streets. If you in the streets, man, stay in the streets and lay low, man, because you know for a fact that it's people out here who want to take you out the game. And one thing that Jay Prince Sr., he messed up on, he literally said out his mouth, and quote unquote, Lil Cam should have never been at that party. But at the same time, Takeoff should have never been with Quavo. If you pay attention to it, J. Prince Sr. started tapping his bodyguard. Next thing you know, J. Prince Jr., he looked over like, Daddy, you all right? You good? Why you sweating like that? But whole time, J. Prince Sr., he already saw Sauce Walker walk in. Next thing you know, dude with the black shirt, he tell dude with the red shirt, like, go over there and whisper in J. Prince Sr. ear, tell him, come here right quick. Takeoff. I just reviewed the second recording, you guys. I want you guys to really pay attention to this and on some straight hood criteria. Hey, I want y'all to really pay attention to what happened. Like, they walked in there on straight business, like straight up. The way mob ties move is like the way mob ties move is like no other. I want everybody to know that they waited outside for him. Like, at the end of the day, they was blocked in regardless of where they went. So while they was sitting down lacking like that, at the end of the day, we know for a fact that when you got your head turned to the opposite side of where the doorway at, and you know you from the streets and you know you got beef going on, you liable and subject to get whatever you got coming because you caused it. At the end of the day, we know for if you're new to the channel, hey, Jay-Z just did a power. Jay-Z just made a power play. I want to let everybody know, man, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hey, Gucci man pulled up on Jay-Z, let him know J. Prince Sr. was wrong for everything that he said about Takeoff. And at the end of the day, we know for a fact that Quavo is the one who basically stopped mob ties from even going in on Migo Band. So with that being known, I want to let everybody know that the feds are stating that Quavo, he gave his side of the story. He let them know that Gucci man basically in his corner. He gonna pay for whatever lawyers he has to pay for in order to get down to the bottom of everything that happened with Takeoff. So I wanna let y'all know Jay-Z, he's supporting Gucci man to the fullest. At the end of the day, we know this. Before this even happened, I want y'all to look at this, man. He already discussed the Takeoff. You need to watch everybody who Quavo associated himself with. Basically because the people on the other side of the fence, they look at the Migos like they're a sweet lick. Everybody know this for a fact. And in all actual reality, again, this no diss to nobody in mob ties. But from what just happened, this goes to show, like, within a matter of time, and it doesn't matter what happens, things still going to go down, especially if you from the streets. And for them already know that if you go to Houston, they got the laws where you can tote your own pistol. At the end of the day, you can have a gun on you. So a lot of people looking at Offset like, where did he get the move from? He got the move from Houston. They got local stores that's open to the public, like real talk, especially if you ain't on papers. It's always sad when it happened on your side of the fence, but nobody looked at it as if it was sad or showed no type of sympathy when Takeoff was laying right there. I want y'all to know one thing. They said Quavo tried to carry Takeoff to the car. I want everybody to pay attention to the fact that Offset and Quavo ain't did nothing but gain their alliance even stronger. I want y'all to know that Offset pulled up on Takeoff.
You know what I'm saying? So again, not only that, this is the thing, right? A lot of people understand that with Finesse 2 Times getting out, a lot of tension has slowly got off Moneybagg Yo and on to Finesse 2 Times. Black Youngster noticed that. Not only that, he noticed how a lot of people are saying Finesse 2 Times is back with the original style that Moneybagg Yo had so-called borrowed from Finesse 2 Times. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that saying, hey man, I want to hear what Finesse 2 Times got to say, because we know that prior to him getting locked up, like he had a back and forth with Moneybagg Yo and Black Youngster as well. Basically what Black Youngster did, what he always do. He just going to defend anybody on CMG that got beef with anybody on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So basically, if anybody on CMG have ops, that's what your boy Black Youngster is there for. That's why Yo Gotti hired him, is basically what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because Black Youngster is playing his role as what? You know what I'm saying? That soldier. You you know what I'm saying, that stands at attention for his lieutenant. And not only that, again, he's going to do whatever to ride for his team. You got a lot of people that saying, I respect that. Then you got some people saying, like, why are you inheriting another man beef that had nothing to do with you before you even joined CMG? See, check this out, right? A lot of people don't understand that before even Black Youngster joined CMG, that Yo Gotti, Moneybagg Yo and Finesse 2 Times, they was tight at one time. Then they slowly started to separate based on Finesse 2 Times had wanted Moneybagg Yo to have some words towards Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Before Young Dolph got sent up. As always, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to Young Dolph and condolences to the family. But yeah, this one is about Black Youngster, how he got a few choice of words for Finesse 2 Times, and how people are saying Finesse 2 Times is the creator of Moneybagg Yo style. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm going back to the beginning for y'all so I could brush up on the history. So yeah. So what happened was, again, when Finesse 2 Times wanted Moneybagg Yo to go to diss Young Dolph before Young Dolph was sent up, Moneybagg Yo wouldn't do it. He said, I got respect for him. Like, he gave me a single. He gave me a feature for free when he was already solidified in the game. And I was just trying to come up, and he gave me a feature. So why would I stop that based on you having beef with that man? I don't have beef with that man. See, understand what I'm saying. Moneybagg Yo understand what it is to inherit another man's beef. So he like, why would I do that based on what grounds? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't respect that. Like, you got to give me some more, like, you got to give me something bigger than, like, you had something to say about him first. And he just defended himself. Now, when he defend himself, you won't need to go at him. Nah, that don't make sense. This is what basically Moneybagg Yo was saying at the time, when Finesse 2 Times wanted the whole camp to go at Young Dolph, because Yo Gotti already started it, right? Next one in line to pick up the beef was Finesse 2 Times, even before Black Youngster. Black Youngster came out of the blue after Finesse 2 Times left CMG or had nothing to do with Moneybagg Yo and Yo Gotti, whatever. That's when Black Youngster picked up the beef towards Young Dolph, or should I say, picked up the beef for Yo Gotti towards Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? But again, even at that same time, Moneybagg Yo always kept himself separate from that beef, because again, he said, hey man, at time when none of y'all wasn't looking out for me, Young Dolph was. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why a lot of people throughout Memphis, South Memphis and Memphis in general, throughout Tennessee, like, a lot of folks got love from Young Dolph, because that's the type of G he was. Like, he was always willing to aid and assist if he see that you was working towards your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the reason why a lot of people still got respect for Young Dolph to this day. And again, rest in peace to that man. But yes, back on your boy Black Youngster having some issues or choice of words for Finesse 2 Times. And again, this is all, see, check this out. See, a lot of people, again, think that when Finesse 2 Times made the single Get Even, that it was going back to Moneybagg Yo and Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, basically the whole CMG camp. When Finesse 2 Times states himself, when he did that song, again, it was towards the whole rap industry. Now, you got people like Black Youngster who chose to say, man, no, he was dissing me in that song, right? Black Youngster did the same thing towards Young Dolph. A couple years back, Young Dolph did a song. He was talking about somebody, and Black Youngster automatically thought he was talking about him. Like, come on, man. Like, there's other people that don't have that don't see eye to eye with that man. You're not the only person. So I'm pretty sure you weren't the only person he was speaking to. Similar to Finesse 2 Times with Get Even. Like, you're not the only person he's speaking to. He's speaking to, again, everybody in the game who, you know what I'm saying, felt like he wasn't going to come back in the rap industry and bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So this is towards them. And not only that, it goes to show, because the views that he getting right now for if he drop a quick freestyle for the single projects he putting out, they doing numbers right now. They getting views. So Black Youngster sees that. And again, not only he sees that, he sees the comments where a lot of people are saying, yeah, good thing you back, man, because we know Moneybagg Yo got your style. We know where Moneybagg Yo got his style from. You know what I'm saying? Then I got some folks that's in my comments like, nah, but check this out, Finesse 2 Times got his style from somebody else. Hey man, everybody got their style from everybody. How can I say mimic somebody to a certain extent if they really like them? Well, especially in today's age, like everybody mimicking everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about a couple years ago where like you had to be authentic to come in the game. You know what I'm saying? And Finesse 2 Times, he was able to create his own path because he was authentic. His voice, his style, you know what I'm saying? His flow, whatever, his cadence, all that, right? So what happened was he was able to mold that into Moneybagg Yo, so Moneybagg Yo could like rap with a purpose. So every time Moneybagg Yo drop a 12 or a 16, like it's gonna come with that. It's gonna come with that real power, that real truth, because again, it's gonna come with some validity. People gonna understand and what you're saying because they like your style, they like your craft, they like how you deliver your flow. Like we all know, delivery is the number one thing behind rap, behind putting your bars behind a verse and letting people hear it. And when people hear it, your style, your cadence is what get people, you know what I'm saying, connected to who you are and what you rapping about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Finesse 2 Times, he helped get or mold Moneybagg Yo a style where nobody can mimic it. Or if they do, they know where it come from. They know like who they mimicking. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to like when Future came in or Migos or, you know what I'm saying, T-Pain, right? It's a lot of different artists in the game where different people mimic to create their own style. You know what I'm saying? But again, this goes to that Black Youngster. Again, he is inheriting another man's beef. And by doing that, you automatically throwing yourself out there or in front of something that it really didn't need. No, like it didn't need you out there in the first place. Like you didn't have to say anything because, like Finesse 2 Times said, the music he's putting out is not aimed towards nobody, but everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody that's not on his side. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's not G'ing with the mob ties. Like y'all understand? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he still said, hey, he's still trying to do a Memphis collaboration. So, you know what I'm saying? Basically, let's shun all the beef. Hey, but as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe.